So question 6 is about expanding the cubes. For our hint, I have given both the formulas. Now let us see how we can solve the first question. So here we will be cubing the first two terms and then 3 into first term, second term, repeating the bracket. So our first term is 2x and then it is 1. Now 2x whole cube will be 8x cube plus 1 cube will be 1 plus 3 into 2x into 1. So that will be 6x bracket I am keeping as it is. Now one by one we will multiply these two. Okay. So final answer is 8x cube plus 1 plus 6x into 2x. That means it is 12x square plus 1. That means 6x into 1. That is 6x. Okay. So this is also a correct answer. Or if you want to write the decreasing order, so you can write 8x cube plus 12x square plus 6x plus 1. Both the answers are correct. Moving on to the second question, again doing the same thing, but right now we'll use x minus y whole cube. So according to the identity, first term cube, second term cube, minus 3 into first term into second term, and repeating the bracket. So what is 2a cube? That is 8a cube minus 27b cube minus 3 2s are 6, 6 3s are 18ab into the bracket 2a minus 3b. Clear? Now let us go for the next. 8a cube minus 27b cube minus 18ab into 2a. So we know that 18 2s are 36. So 36 a into a is a square b. Final term minus 18ab into minus 3b. But we know that minus minus is plus. 18 3s are 54. ab into b becomes ab square. Clear? Moving on to the third question. Following the same set of rules, x plus y whole cube. So 3 by 2x whole cube plus 1 cube plus 3 into 3 by 2x into 1, repeating the bracket. So 3 by 2x whole cube becomes 27x cube upon 8. Clear? How 8? 2 cube is 8 plus 1 plus 3 into 3 9x upon 2 into 3 by 2x plus 1. So 1 by 1 we will multiply. So 27 by 8x cube plus 1 plus, now it is very important, if we can cancel them, try that. If not cancelled, numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. So 9x into 3x will be 9 3s are 27 x square upon 2 2s are 4 plus 9x into 9x by 2 into 1 is 9x by 2. So fourth question is x minus 2 by 3 y whole cube. So it is like x minus y whole cube. So writing according to the identities, minus 3 into x into 2 by 3y, and the bracket is repeated. X cube will remain x cube minus 2 cube. 2 cube will be 8 upon 3, that is 27, and then y cube becomes y cube. Clear? Now moving on to this one, can we cancel these 2 3's? Yes, we can cancel. So finally it becomes minus 2xy into the bracket x minus 2 by 3y. What we have to do? We have to multiply these two brackets. So final answer x cube minus 8 by 27 y cube. Now minus 2xy into x, that becomes minus 2x square y, then the minus minus plus 2xy into 2y upon 3. Nothing can be cancelled, so multiplying numerator minus 2xy into minus 2y, so plus 4xy square upon 3. Now question number 7 is evaluate by using some identities. In question 6, whatever identities we saw, we are going to use the same identities, that is x plus y whole cube, x minus y whole cube. So I hope you have solved question 6 properly, so you have remembered this identity and how to use them. Question 7 is different from question 1 because we don't have any variable over here, but we have numbers. As we have already solved questions like this, we have to represent or change the question in terms of identities. So 99 cube I am writing as 100 minus 1 whole cube. Clear? I'll be explaining you how question number 1 will be solved. Then question 2 and 3 is already solved. I request you to pause the video and then see properly each step by step, and then you solve it in your notebook. Clear? So 99 cube is written as 100 minus 1 whole cube, that is x minus y whole cube. Clear? Let us assume that x is 100 and y is 1. So 100 cube will be the first term, minus 1 cube will be the second term, minus 3xy will be like minus 300 into 1, the bracket will be repeated. Clear? Now 100 cube is 10 lakh, 1 cube is 1, minus, first multiply these three terms. Okay, so 3 into 100 into 1 becomes 300 and bracket will be repeated. Why I am repeating the bracket? So that we can multiply 300 1 by 1. Don't do 100 minus 1 99 into 300, that will increase the simplification process. So in the next term these two terms will be repeated. 300 into 100 becomes 30,000, minus 30,000, minus minus plus 300 ones are 300. Clear? Now this orally even you cannot do this, so I request you to have some rough part. 10 lakh minus 1 minus 30,000 plus 300 will give you the result 9,70,299. Same way we have solved 102 whole cube, that is 100 plus 2 whole cube, 998 whole cube, that is 1000 minus 2 whole cube, using the same two identities. So again pause the video and solve it step by step. Moving on to question number 8. Question number 8, factorize. We have to use identity x cube, x plus y whole cube, x minus y whole cube. Notice that the first two terms will always be perfect cube. Whose perfect cube? That you have to write, and rest you see how I am solving this. So 8a cube is the whole cube of 2a plus b cube is the whole cube of b. Now is it clear? Okay, now what you have to do is to write according to the identity 3 into the first two terms, and the same first two terms will be written in the bracket. So 2a into b and 2a plus b. So our last step will be the final answer, which will be a big bracket of whole cube, and what is to be written inside? 2a and b. Clear? So this is nothing but our answer. Clear? So what we have done, we have taken care of only the first two terms and written the next term by the identities. Let us see how we can solve a similar question of minus. So here, according to my trick, just write the cube root in the bracket. Nothing to do, just follow the identity 3 into 2 brackets and bigger bracket in which we will write first number, second number, first number, second number. Okay, so in the whole bracket, whole cube bracket, we'll write the first number and then the second numbers. Moving on to question number 3. Following the same trick that we have done question number 1 and 2, let us solve these three questions as well. Now find out whose cube is 27, that is 3's cube. So write 27 as 3 cube minus 125 is 5 and a cube is a, so 5a cube. Now don't worry about these two terms, just follow the identity minus 3 into first term, second term and first term, second term in the bracket. Go for the final answer, that is 3 minus 5a whole cube. Clear? This question 64 is the whole cube of, tell me, 4 into 4, 16, 16 4s are 64, so it is 4a whole cube minus 27 is the cube of 3b whole cube. Don't worry about these two terms, just follow the identity 4a 3b into the bracket 4a minus 3b. Our answer will be whole cube of 4a minus 3b. In this, 27 p cube is the cube of 3p minus 1 by 216 is the cube of 1 upon 6. Then follow the rule, minus 3 first term, second term in the bracket, first term, second term. So whole answer will be 3p minus 1 by 6 whole cube. So in short, by using my trick, you can solve easily question number 8, all questions. Clear? Moving on to question number 9. Now question number 9 is about verify. Now this question is not important for exam purpose, but there are many ways of doing the verification, right? Some teachers might verify it by x cube plus y cube, so they might use that identity of whole cube, right? Both can be applicable, plus and minus, okay? But right now here we will be verifying this with a very short trick, that is, keep LHS as it is. Let us verify if we can simplify and make it equal to x cube plus y cube. So for that, what we have to do, we just have to multiply x and y with all these three terms. Probably all the other unutilized term will be cancelled and probably we will end up with x cube and y cube. Let us see how it is done. So x into x square will be x cube, x into minus xy will be minus x square y, and x into y square will be xy square. So I multiply all three terms with x. Now y is done. So y into x square is y x square, y into minus xy is minus xy square, and y into y square is y cube. So we have three terms of x multiplication and three terms of y multiplication. Now if you see very carefully, minus x square y and plus y x square both are the same term, so we can cancel these. Plus xy square and minus xy square also can be cancelled, and we are left with only these two terms. That is how we can write that LHS equals to RHS. Clear? So this is a very easy method of verification, but in case if your teacher teaches you another method, follow that method. Alright, moving on to this side again. Right now let us multiply x into x square is x cube, x into plus xy plus x square y, x into y square plus xy square, minus y into x square, so minus y x square, minus y into xy minus xy square, and minus y into y square is minus y cube, x square y minus y x square plus xy square minus xy square cancelled, so we have x cube minus y cube, so we can write that LHS equals to RHS. Clear? Now why question number 9 is important, that first of all it is the first term of verification, and then based on this question we have our next question. So these equations which we have verified will be utilized to solve question number 10 as well. Here 27y cube plus 125z cube. For solving or converting equation in this form, we have to convert the question into this form. Okay, so let us see whose cubes are these two numbers. So 27 is 3 cube, we have y cube as y, we will write it as whole cube. 125z cube can be written as 5z whole cube. Now the last term and the final term is add these two numbers in the bracket, so 3y plus 5z. In the next bracket you see first term square, so 3y square is 9y square. Then we have minus sign and multiplication of these two numbers, so 3 5s are 15yz, ending up with the square of second term, that is 25z square. Clear? So this is how you will solve. Over here let us convert this into whole cube form. So it is 4m whole cube minus 7n whole cube. We have 4m minus 7n. In the bracket 4m square will be 16 plus 4 7s are 28 mn plus 7n square will be 49 n square. So this is how you will solve this question. Question number 11, we have factorize 27x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 9xy z. So we have in total only one question that is related to the identity x cube y cube z cube minus 3xyz equals to, in the first bracket, addition of these three terms, in the second big bracket, square of the first three terms, then without using any 2 or 3, just simple multiplication of first second, second third, third first. Okay, so we will follow this identity. Let us see how we can go ahead. So first we will write all the whole cube terms, try to find out all the whole cube terms. So I am writing the question again. So this is the whole cube of 3x plus y cube is the whole cube of y, z cube is the whole cube of z, minus 3 into 3x, y and z, all three terms are there only. Okay, now moving on to the answer, that is in the bracket the cube root of first three. So 3x plus y plus z in the bracket, then accordingly square of the first three numbers. So that is 9x square plus y square plus z square. Then we have minus into first two terms, that is 3x into y. So minus 3xy minus y into z, so yz, and minus z into 3x, that is 3zx. So this is how you will solve the question number 11.